Hello, Buddhas. Today we are going to talk about this thing called belief. Now, Buddhas, before we get started, I've got a playlist down in the doodly-doo with almost 200 Buddha Billionaire videos that you can binge watch to help accelerate your spiritual awakening. While you're down there, you can hit that subscribe, that like, that comment button, and you know what to do with the bell notifications. So, what exactly is a belief? Well, I've got a kitty cameo because I believe that this cat is real. There is not a single thing that you could tell me with words or show examples that would prove to me that this cat is not real. This could be a computer-generated cat, you would never know. But he's incredibly smart and beautiful, and he is real. And I believe that to be the case. Now, belief can be a little tricky when you are trying to believe something that may not be in your reality yet. And that's where faith comes in. Faith is literally the faith, the knowing, the knowledge that what you so desire is coming, or will be there, or will soon be a belief, or is believable. But we're not getting into faith too much today. I just want to delineate that slightly. Belief is tangible. I believe that I exist because I can hit myself. I know I'm here. I can wear glasses. Clothes don't fall off of me. I believe that I am here. I believe that I am recording to a camera. I believe that I own that camera. I believe that I am in a condo building. I believe all these things because they are in my life. I also, this is where it gets a little annoying, but a little bit fun too. I genuinely believe that I am worth around $60,000 a year because that is what I earn doing my day job. Now, in order to change a belief, it's what everyone wants to know how to do, and I don't blame you because it's amazing. But how do you, Buddha, how do you change a belief if beliefs are tangible? Well, you can't. But you can work at it. You can shift. You can continue to have that faith piece, and that will allow you to shift the beliefs. The beliefs are what's real. I believe that the sun is going to rise in the morning, and I believe that the moon is going to rise in the evening. I believe that it's going to rise in the east and going to set in the west because I live in the northern hemisphere. I believe all these things because they are repetitive. They are a part of my world. They are expected. The things I expect to happen are in line with my beliefs. I do not expect to start floating all of a sudden. That doesn't mean that it's impossible, but it's not something that currently lines up with my set of beliefs. And beliefs are changeable. Don't get me wrong here, Buddhists. I am not saying that you cannot change your beliefs. But if you're trying to force yourself to believe something, I have $1 million in the bank, I have $1 million in the bank, I have $1 million in the bank, is not going to change the belief about it. What can do that, though? Meditation, visualization, journaling. Essentially, these actions, I was going to say tricks, but they're not tricks. There's no tricks here. These actions, Buddhas, are what allow your mind to think from a different state. When I meditate on my end goal, and I visualize it, and I feel it, and I'm walking around in it, and I'm loving it, and it is amazing, and I'm enjoying every damn second of it, I get lost. I forget that I am sitting on a couch in a condo downtown Ottawa. I forget that I am Alex. I forget all of these things, and I go into this presence, this state of being. And in this state of being, I have the belief that that is normal. That when I pick up a salt shaker in the kitchen, that salt shaker is real and normal, and there's nothing strange about that. I would have a salt shaker in that kitchen. It's about believing what you actually desire. And the way that that is done is through repetition, and it is through that faith, and it is through that practice of the imagination. And imaginal acts become facts, which is an incredible quote from Neville Goddard, and I believe that it holds so much power in that imaginal act. And if you're looking on any way about how to elevate that imagination ability, well, we are going to have resources down below in that video description about tutoring and about that playlist, because I have talked about this before and I want to start to help even more to actually talk about how you shift that desire to a belief. And a desire is what you're like, okay, I have what I have and I believe that I have it, but I desire to have more. A belief is when you have realized that more. You're like, yeah, no, I'm here, I believe it. And don't try to be so hard on yourselves, Buddhas, that you say, no, I have to believe, I have to believe, I have to believe. Yes, to a certain level, you do have to believe that this is working. And you do have to believe that this is going to work out, and that you have some faith, and those get a little bit intertwinable. But at the end of the day, the absolutely most important thing to remember, Buddhas, A, is to love yourself all of the time. That one's a given. But B, number 2, is that your beliefs shift with you. You are made up of those beliefs. And recognizing that and being okay with that and realizing that your lot, your goal, your expectation here is to work on shifting those is incredibly powerful. I cannot understate that enough. Overstate? Cannot overstate that enough. That you are made up of those beliefs and you're shifting constantly, especially those of you who are into this material, especially people who are binge watching the Buddha Billionaire playlist, especially people who are meditating, journaling, writing down their dreams, contemplating what's going on, doing the real deep think, the real work, the real essence of our existence here, Buddhas, because I say at the end of the day a lot, but it's on purpose. It's a catchphrase, it's a key wording where what do you want at the end of the day? Imagine having that and being in that state. And the more that you do that, and the more visceral you can make it, I love that word now, visceral, something that's tangible and touchable and real, the more that you can do that, the more you're pulling it into you and the more you're going towards it. Because you have to grow into that state of being the affluent person, or being the person who's donating to charities, or being the person who's doing whatever it is that you want to do, because what you want to do is valid, what you want to do is entirely okay, and what you want to do is what you're supposed to do. So don't hold yourself back. Accept that you do have beliefs around the subject, but work with those beliefs in order to elevate them, and along with them together, you will rise to the occasion. And Buddhas, at the end of the day, remember the most important thing is to love yourself.